Hey, this is Jim at Broadfield. Thank you for joining us for another Broadfield Liquid Lunch and Learn every Thursday at 1 p.m. Eastern Time. Today, we're going to take a little bit of a commercial break from a great schedule that we have coming up for you to talk about some of the great stuff available to all of our dealers to use to help grow your brand, your messaging, and the marketing opportunities. Today's show is going to be all about how Broadfield is your marketing partner. Like we do every week before we get into the show, I do like to talk about some of my favorite beverages, and I just got turned on to a brand new brand of tequila called Terramana. Oh, I actually left the bottle in my office. But here I have the Terramana Silver. Now, this brand is actually the brand that's owned by Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. So it's another celebrity tequila. I'm sure he will sell it off in a couple of years for millions of dollars like George Clooney and Ryan Reynolds have done also. But as far as tequila goes, it is very good. It has a lot of fruity overtones to it and a very smooth, very sippable tequila. So cheers. If you're a tequila fan, definitely check out Terramana. I personally prefer the silver. I have not tried the añejo yet, but I've had the reposada, and I like the silver a little bit better than I do the reposada, but I hear the añejo is very good as well. So without further ado, let's get into today's show. Broadfield is your marketing partner. That makes me, Jim, Broadfield's marketing director, a resource for you, all of our dealers, to lean on and to use. I have a team of people here all looking to help elevate the marketing message for the entire channel. I have Oliver and Adam behind our TriCaster studio, in the studio, pumping out product spotlights, webinars, and other videos that we're going to go into today's show. I also have Jenny and Jamie looking to send out a ton of stuff that you can use on social media, in email blasts, or in data sheets and sales sheets to share with your prospects. What made me think about this topic was we sent out a great email blast earlier this week talking about the Atomos Shogun 7 and a brand new campaign that they launched yesterday. Atomos has found an opportunity to offer the Shogun 7 to all of their customers who may have purchased a previous version of a Shogun monitor and recorder. These previous versions are all now ripe for the picking to be upgraded to Shogun 7 with all of the great new features and capabilities, including the switching capability that is now built into the Shogun 7. So check your email inbox. In there, we have a link to Atomos's asset page, which has a bunch of web banners, graphics for you to use on your website, in social media, and more. I actually spoke to a dealer this morning who took one of those banners, and they're hosting it right on their homepage of their website. We encourage you all to do the same. When we can get the entire channel to be sharing the same marketing message, it's going to create louder noise that the customers are going to just purchase the product. And trust me when I say, there's plenty of that business to go around. Another thing I'm really super excited about is you will be noticing some changes to Broadfield.com sometime next week. That's right, I'm going to pull it up for you right now. We are launching a brand new version of the Broadfield website. This website is in staging now and is available for you to check out. If you've got some time this week and you want to check it out and offer some feedback, let me know. I would definitely take you up on that. One of the great things that I love about this new site is A, how much faster it is. Our goal is to make it easy for you to do business with Broadfield. And we knew that in order to do that, we have to make it as fast and as easy as possible for you to find the information you need on our website. With that, we also have a much improved search engine. If I do a search for the Atomos Ninja 5, now that result will come up write in a recommendation. There is no extra click. There is no extra link. All of the information I need on the Ninja 5 is right here on this page, including details, specs, and what's included in the box. We will also have product videos and other information on all of these product pages to share. Again, if you'd like to check that out, I would be happy to share some feedback and send you a link to that. We're hoping that this website is going to be ready for launch next week. Another feature that we're adding to the website is going to be the ability to instantly fulfill downloadable software. That's right, I said instantly. We have been waiting for this day to come. If you're an Avid reseller and you order an Avid Media Composer support renewal for your customer, you will get that code immediately upon checkout. We're still working out all the kinks and the bugs, and we expect there to be some challenges when we launch. This is a brand new engine, a brand new architecture, but with the responsiveness we've had and with the test we've done, this system should be in place shortly. What does this really mean? This really means that it's going to be easier than ever for you to offer and fulfill downloadable software. That could be a huge opportunity to grow your business and service your customers year in and year out, benefiting from the recurring revenue that these subscription software programs offer. Now, I also want to talk about the trade shows coming up. We are so excited to get back out into the world, traveling to the different trade shows, and we've already committed to a large booth at InfoComm 2021. InfoComm is going to be held in Orlando in mid-June of next year, and Broadfield is going to be there with our partners, including PTZ Optics, LiveView, Telestream, NewTek, BirdDog, and more. Definitely make plans, save the dates, and meet us down in Orlando for InfoComm. This could quite possibly be the first big trade show in our industry, especially since the NAB show has been moved from April in its normal time slot to mid-October. The NAB show in Vegas is going to be held October 9th through 13th, and again, Broadfield will be there for the show. If there is anything that me and my team can do to make your trade show more successful, definitely let us know. We will have our sales teams at both InfoComm and NAB. We would love to take the opportunity to introduce you to some of the vendors and partners that we deal with, and to give you a quick walk around the floors to show you the great new products and technologies that we're excited about next year. Broadfield also hosts an annual dealer appreciation, dealer appreciation event every year at NAB in April. Well, we've booked our event for NAB in October. Save the date, Monday, October 11th, 2021. Broadfield will be hosting our dealer appreciation event at the Foundation Room, the top of the Mandalay Bay, overlooking the Vegas Strip. It is some of the best scenery in town, so definitely make plans to come join us for a drink and some cocktail hors d'oeuvres. Another thing that I'm really excited about, is a brand new video production that we actually did for the first time yesterday. We sponsored a virtual workshop with Streaming Media Magazine, where we invited some of our dealers who we knew had recent wins and case studies that they were willing and able to talk about to share with our audience. This show was a great success that generated over 200 leads that we shared with our dealers who attended this show. This is something we would love to commit to more often on a quarterly basis, and would like to have you and more of our dealers involved in these future shows. If you have an install, a success story, a case study that went really well that you think other customers would benefit from learning from and that would help elevate your brand and your business, please let me know so we can include you in some of these future schedules. We hosted this show yesterday, and we invited some of our friends from Midtown Video, Pizzazz, Peak Media, Nelco Media, and we even had Matt from Epiphan join us to talk about an install with the Pearl 2, and that was done by M3 Technology. We realized that by offering you an opportunity to speak to the end user in a format like this, it allows you to not only elevate your brand and position your expertise, but it also allows the vendors to benefit from showing off their technology in real-world situations. I actually pulled some clips from yesterday's show, so if there is something that you're thinking about presenting for us in some of these future shows, it'll give you an idea of what we're looking at. Before we cut to the first clip, I want to tell you that this is a Broadfield marketing opportunity that does not require any financial participation from you, our dealers. This is a service that we are offering on a quarterly basis in partnership with our vendors to talk about the great products they sell. This is an awesome opportunity to expand your reach and expand your customer base, and again, expand your brand. That is one of the most significant keys here, is Broadfield really wants to be the marketing partner to help you expand your brand. Whether you're selling live streaming and production equipment, post-production equipment like Avid, Red cameras, Angel Bird storage solutions, or even desktop, desktop storage solutions like G Technology or LaCie, RAID solutions, we can help you craft that message to get out to streaming media's audience, to some of our other publishing partners, or even out to the social media world. Check out this presentation that Jesse from Midtown Video did on yesterday's workshop.
So let's talk about a little bit bigger project you got involved in the Miami area. I believe that was.
Oh, Comunidad de Fe. So
Yeah.
This is another example of a worship facility. This is a Christian church that they had a head start. So they already had a video component to their worship. So when it became important to stream, all they had to add was the encoder. In this case, we went with Epiphan's Pearl 2. The Pearl 2 was important because it can reach multiple distribution points at the same time. So Comunidad de Fe was streaming, of course, to YouTube and of course to Facebook. But more importantly, they were streaming on their own page, comunidaddefe.com/live.
Then we had a guest, Jeff from Pizzazz, join us as well. He took a very similar approach in Jesse in sharing a workflow story on some of the higher end products. Jeff even shared a story on a very recent install he worked on with a TriCaster 2 Elite. Let's hear the video clip of Jeff's presentation.
But you did some work with you updated. So you did some work in the past with the Beaumont City Council, and you've just gone through and updated them. Why don't you talk a little bit about what, the history there?
Sure. We spec'd out a system with a TriCaster 2 Elite, and that is what's going to be able to be their central hub and everything. We leverage NDI extensively also within that setup. So we're going to be bringing in the UE 150s from Panasonic. Those cameras going in to the TriCaster. We're adding a couple extra cameras actually to give them some more angles to choose from. And then later they'll be taking in that same video that's coming in and be able to send it out throughout the building using BirdDog, both encoders and decoders, so that they'll be able to have overflow monitors in the hallways and in other rooms, just in case they need to still space out people within the actual building itself.
So one of the things I'd like to point out about the two segments you just saw is how little involvement was required from these dealers who participated. We had Glenn Seaman, our own workflow sales specialist, moderating the show, inviting Jesse and Jeff on to talk about their recent installs and workflow solutions. And in doing so, all they needed to do was to set up a nice, clean video feed that we brought into our TriCaster Studio system, streamed it out to streaming media for them to share with their audience. We also had Shannon from Peak Media in Colorado join us, and she took a slightly different approach, talking out to the people who want to get started in streaming. Shannon saw this summit yesterday as a great opportunity to talk to new customers who want to learn more about just the basics of the technology. One of my favorite parts of Shannon's presentation was when she went into some of the different budget guidelines that consumers should expect. Let's roll that clip.
And wrapping up, just going to hit just kind of where we can go with the budget to make sure that it's clear that, you don't have to have the budgets of the big boys to actually play in the space and to have a high quality. There's something for everyone with every budget, and it's just really important to identify what the customer and client's needs are. And then once we have that, then we can really dial in what solutions are going to meet those needs and meet the budget. But it is important that you don't let the budget completely dictate the equipment, because if you get stuff that fits the budget but not what you're trying to produce, then you're in trouble there as well. So it's important to, just like, the church with the 10x zoom camera, had they gone that route, they would have been very unhappy with the look. They probably wouldn't have had a great audience, because everybody's going to say, oh, this doesn't really look very good.
And then finally, we had a clip of Philip Nelson from Nelco Media joining us. What I liked about Philip's presentation wasn't necessarily even the content of the presentation, because we know all of our dealers can do a great job talking about the products that you're successful selling. Phil did a great job in branding his company to the audience that we were speaking with. Trust me, the attention to detail with the Nelco Media flannel shirt and the Nelco Media branding on his set was not missed. If you're going to join us and participate on one of our future shows, I would definitely recommend that you take a little time to stage your set the way Philip did, to help get that branding in front of the consumers for as much as possible. Let's check that out.
Those are the things that are exciting me, is seeing some of the more affordable technology up their game and become really, really good. With LiveView, if you have a higher end system, you can get an app for your phone called LiveView Smart, and it turns your cell phone into a source into a LiveView server. The LiveView Solo uses a cloud server, so you turn on your Solo, go to the website, and you tell it where you want to send it. But with the higher end LiveView systems like the LU200, 300, 600, and 800, you have actual physical server, and I can take in 4 cameras at once and switch a show.
So now I hope you've taken a look at some of the presentations we had on our virtual summit yesterday, and you're sitting at your desk raising your hand saying, how do I become part of the next one? Please reach out to me, Jim@Broadfield.com, or reach out to your Broadfield salesperson, so we know that you want to participate and that you have a case study, a workflow solution, or product knowledge to share. Our goal is to get the customers in line to share from your knowledge or expertise. We want to be your marketing partner to help you elevate your brand. I know we deal with dealers of all sizes. Some of you have marketing departments probably bigger than ours. Others don't. For those of you who can benefit from my team and for what we make available, please understand that I am here to help. If you're successful, we're successful. If it's easy for you to do business with Broadfield, you'll like doing business with Broadfield. So give us a call at 800-634-5178 if you need any assets for your websites, banners, email blasts, sales sheets. I'm your contact. Your Broadfield salesperson, of course, can always help as well. So we've got some great shows planned for you coming up. We are going to be joined by Roman from Angelbird. We are going to be joined by Epiphan, talking about the Epiphan Cloud. And I actually just ironed out today a future presentation with Panasonic, talking about some great bundle opportunities with the new Tech TriCasters and Panasonic's Pro PTZ line of cameras. Broadfield is your source for everything live streaming and production, so give us a call at 800-634-5178. And until next week, cheers.
Broadfield Distributing is a value-added distributor of live production, streaming, video editing, and storage products. We only sell to resellers. We are always looking for new dealers. So call us at 1-800-634-5178 or email sales@broadfield.com. You'll like doing business with Broadfield because we make it easy to do business.